Hello and welcome to Insights from an Autistic. I'm Arman Khodaei, a 24 high-functioning autistic individual. Today's episode is a video that someone asked if I would make, and so I am making it today. The video is on stimming. So for those that do not know what stimming is, it's essentially self-stimulation, which is a very common behavior in all people with autism. The form of the self-stimulation can take on the form of hand flapping, spinning around. I don't know, it's hard to spin around on the video. So spinning, hand flapping, banging the heads, if you're, slapping them on the head multiple times, banging your head into walls. Also, stimming can be repeating yourself over and over again. For example, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. I know someone with autism that does that, and other people with autism repeat the same phrases over and over and over again. That's a form of stimming or self-stimulation. So why do people with autism stim? Well, I tell you why I do so. Can't speak up for everyone. There are actually two reasons. Most people, I know that a lot of people are aware that the reason for stimming is that there's a lot of anxiety. It helps drown out the anxiety, negative emotions when there's too much noise, whatever going on. It does do that, so that could be a reason for flapping, one's hands. Sometimes one repeats themselves because you're not responding to them, in a way they're like, well, why are you saying happy birthday? Or, you're not acknowledging them. Maybe you need to say happy birthday back. You need to say whatever it is back to them. And actually not even speaking, but also I've heard, a family where whenever like the child flapped their hands, someone else flapped their hands, and actually got them to stop their behavior, which is a little bit ahead of ourselves. But so why? Yeah, I mean it does drown out the anxiety, but it also when if I'm writing or something exciting comes up, like an exciting part in the movie where there's a lot of action going on or something, that it increases it. It makes it even more exciting. So it also lessens anxiety, anger, fear, those sort of things, while also increasing excitement. It's like an endorphin rush, and I actually think it does cause an endorphin rush. So it's like these chemicals, they go straight up to your brain, and it feels great. It feels awesome. Another thing to take note of is that people without autism sometimes engage in stimming, but it isn't anywhere near as extreme as like tapping one's pen or pencil, or biting one's nails, constantly biting their nails. Those sort of things are also a form of stimming, but people are more accepting of that sort of behavior. Now, is stimming wrong? My answer is a definite no, because first of all, it drowns out the anxiety, it makes one feel better, it lessens fear. Without that, they're either it's holding it all in and it's like a giant weight, or they're going to erupt. And but stimming can still be overcome. But I do know, I no longer like flap my hands in public. I used to be a big hand flapper, and I don't do that anymore. I do it in the privacy of my bedroom, but I get very embarrassed if other people see me because I was made to feel embarrassed. But sometimes I feel a need to do so, but I don't. And so it's like when I feel that need, that thing, the whatever feeling I'm feeling is intensified, and it stays on me, and it's hard to let go, and so it doesn't feel good. It's kind of like if you exercise and then you feel better afterwards after exercise. Maybe you're in a bad mood, then you exercise. It's like you let out that negative energy. Stimming's like that same way. It's like exercise. And now I want to go exercise. But so it lessens. It gets rid of some of those negative emotions. So it's a good thing in a way. But it can be overcome. I mean, one of the ways to overcome it is for your child, maybe repeat what they do, repeat what they say, repeat what they do when they're doing it. Ironically, some parents are afraid that this actually reinforces the behavior, but sometimes it doesn't reinforce behavior. It actually acknowledges it, and it makes them feel more at ease, and it's more like going into their world. But if you do it and it doesn't have any effect, then I recommend stop doing what they're doing. But usually it does have a positive effect. Another thing to do is, like with me, I know how to control myself. So if you can get to that mental state and control yourself, then do that as well. But I personally think that our society as a whole, I mean, I know it won't happen, but it'd be nice if people were more accepting of this, because it is not a bad thing. It's frowned upon, but there are many good things that are frowned upon, and there are many bad things that we look positively on. For instance, I mean, I'm not trying to get too much into social commentary, but we are in America very big on violence and on television and whatever, and we don't really flinch an eye. Oh, look, that guy got decapitated. Oh, there's 10 killings in one episode of a children's show. So what? So what? And so violence, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with there being violence in television. All I'm saying is that what we perceive as wrong, like flapping the hands is not a wrong thing, while there are other things, that we, should perhaps be more questionable about. I personally like my violence in television, so, so just letting you know that. So anyway, I wish everyone a most wonderful day, and I hope this video has been of use. Thank you for watching. Take care.